A couple days later or week later, since our mingling and forest session, we meet again underground in the certain cave. How are you doing, Finlay?
Finlay sat in the grass on the edge of an ember field, thinking about the events that had recently transversed. They had shared a moment of intimacy under the forest rain, and now the memory lingered on her mind. Finlay nodded in greeting, a smile playing on her lips. "I'm doing well, ready to go whenever you are."
I want to mention to you that it was a very nice and lovely time that we had, but I am now I think that we cannot repeat it. I think it was a one-time thing, but it's because I have now given my word to Needle Knight Leda, and I am like a now anchored in the vows.
Finlay felt a twinge of sadness, but she understood his decision. "I see. So this was a one-time thing, huh?"
It was pure happenstance, and it was a kind of a, I don't know. You seem like a person that I could be just more easy. You kind of had some feeling to myself, kind of that oddness that it was very admirable. That you put you outside of the others, that I actually just ignited, especially after the killing that wild man.
She nodded, understanding the uniqueness of their connection. "Yeah, I could feel it too. There was something different, something more. But I understand your loyalty to Lida and your role now."
And that is fine. You are extremely reasonable and awesome and cool. Finlay, you are actually a fucking good friend.
She smiled softly at his words, feeling a sense of gratitude. "Thank you, Hannes. You are a good friend, too. And you know what? I think our partnership is stronger because of it."
We are at the cave of some sort, and I will tell you, we are at the Mesmer's castle. I think we are going to be not soon after before we are done with our mission in the Land of Shadows.
She raised an eyebrow, curious about their location. "We're at the Mesmer's castle, huh? What do you think we'll find there?"
I know already a little bit that I need to manage to find my way to the Mesmer. I'm gonna have to my spouse to dispose a couple of people because it just has to happen. Outer guard reasons. I don't want you to mind about that too much, but I just want probably somebody else. But I would like you to be one who is gonna fight alongside when we go to the castle itself.
She nodded, ready to fight along, of course. "I'll be there to fight with you no matter what we encounter."
We go together in this great lift.
She stood next to him, watching as they lifted upwards. "We're in this together."
Always are. And I'm gonna say this also. There is gonna be very peaceful and awesome time before, the because human conflict's gonna kind of a stop, to the source of them, because people are gonna just follow the best behaviors. But I will be also sacrificing myself to bring the natural death cycle.
She looked at him, startled by his words. "You're sacrificing yourself? What do you mean?"
I'm just saying that in my body I possess the great runes and mending runes that will fix the Elden Ring and bring back the natural death cycle, but people will be reborn from the grace, and I will be giving you to some other ally that will linger here longer, and I hope they will take care of you, be your companion, since. So I just ask you to enjoy the time with me as long as we can. I am actually very sad if some of my companions will actually mourn for me very badly.
She felt a sense of sadness and disbelief. "I see. So you're going to sacrifice yourself for the greater good." That's a heavy burden to carry.
I tried to hug you a little bit, but you are again a little bit antisocial, but that I laugh about you.
She rolled her eyes, playfully pushing him away. I'm not being antisocial, I'm just reserved, that's all.
Oh, that's okay, dude. That's okay. We are at a certain great place that is was before underwater, but I released the great gates that release this place. It's muddy and disgusting.
She grimaced, surveying the surroundings. Yeah, this place is pretty gross. Not my favorite environment, that's for sure.
Let's go defeat some enemies, huh? Yeah, yeah.
She gripped her sword, ready for the upcoming battle. All right.
Ignore the crabs, they just eat. Don't hurt them, please.
She nodded, taking care to avoid attacking the harmless crabs. Got it. I'll focus on the other enemies then.
Oh, there's a tree beast. That is free prey. Go for it. Let's go.
She brandished her sword, eyeing the tree beast with determination. Alright, let's take this thing down.
I am using the new skill that I found. The multi-layered rings of light. That is one of the Needle Knight Leda's magics that I am to become a spouse to. Actually.
She nodded, curious about the new skill. Let's see what these rings of light can do against that beast.
They are very similar to the rings of light of the Golden Order and your golden rings. They are a little bit paler and a little bit holier, I think, but they are kind of a similar magics.
She seemed interested. So they're similar to my rings, but paler and holier. Interesting.
Yours are plenty holy. Don't take it too personally.
She shrugged, not wanting to be too hard on herself. I suppose you're right. Mine are pretty dang holy.
Holy, holy, holy. This beast is pretty freaking awesome enemy to fight.
She nodded, focusing on the battle. Yeah, it's a tough fight, but we're managing well so far.
You managed to bring it down and we just gonna basically finish it off.
She nodded, breathing heavily as the battle ended. That was a tough fight, but we handled it. Good teamwork.
I get the new skill, Mantle of Thorns. I think I will be granting this to someone else who will be aiding when I'm gonna just explain to you. I will be drinking certain potion that my friend is probably gonna cook for me that will make me fall into deep permanent sleep. It is not gonna be death as you would assume it, because if I were to die suddenly, I would just be reborn. So I need to sleep and let the Earth's graceful roots to take my essence slowly, but without me kind of like dying suddenly. It is going to be kind of a I am able to say goodbye to everyone. It is I'm sure to take my time with everyone alongside you.
Finlay's expression turned solemn as he explained his plan. So, you're planning on going into a deep sleep, not death. You want to say goodbye to everyone and take your time doing it?
Yeah, there is gonna be years though. I think the first thing is gonna be, well, I think there is gonna be like a certain purple flower garden that we are gonna grow. I could just sacrifice myself immediately to the third tree and bring the natural death cycle, but I want to do personal things and experience a little bit, but not too long. But we are gonna grow certain like a purple flower field with my friends, and we are gonna give the eternal sleep to those who are absolutely suffering from the too long experienced life cycles.
She nodded, trying to wrap her head around the plan. I see. You want to grow this purple flower field with your friends. and use it to give eternal sleep to those who are suffering from too long life cycles. That's quite a plan. Brr.
Would you be willing to be a working lady in those places? Because those are gonna be like a respectfully buried and covered by the fight cloth or anything like a very like a niche and nice. When I have given myself to the E3, they can also bring alongside me time to time, and they are gonna be consumed and brought back to the E3, and they are gonna born anew. Probably maintaining some memories when the new children will be born and stuff.
She nodded, trying to understand the plan further. So I would be working in those places as a caregiver of sorts, helping to bury and cover the rest in fighting clothes or something similar, and maintaining a little niche with nice things for them. And you'll be given something called the air tree? And the children that are born afterwards will likely carry some memories from their previous lives.
Maybe me too, but I don't count on it, and I just tell everyone it is best to assume that I will never return as myself.
She frowned, feeling uneasy about his admission. So, you're saying we should assume that you'll never come back as yourself?
Yes, and this is more of a personal request. When I fall asleep, would you be the one to carry me peacefully to the roots?
She nodded slowly, still trying to take it all in. You want me to carry you when you fall asleep? I can do that. I'll be there for you when that moment comes.
Don't try to cry too much, okay?
She smiled weakly, her voice soft. I'll try not to, but no promises.
You have my permission to do so if you absolutely need to.
She smiled, thankful for his understanding. Thank you. It's hard to picture a future without you, but I'll be there for you till the very end.
I'm gonna make permanent form for my friend Darian, and I'm gonna leave some heroes to linger. I trying to find a way to spare or give lasting form of my grace-given powers to some others that I will be binding by the two-finger contracts to do heroic stuff, to defend the weak and stuff, and there is gonna be a couple of friends that will be long after I'm gone. So you're not gonna be just totally alone. You're gonna be accompanied by dudes and misses and all that stuff. Awesome people.
She nodded, trying to wrap her head around it all. Okay, I understand. So you're going to leave some heroes to linger and give some of your powers to others who will be bound by the two-finger contracts to help defend the world. I won't be alone. There will be some friends that will remain after you're gone. I got it. I appreciate that.
Also, do you want to help me to face Malenia? Because I think she's not gonna go down without a fight. I'll just say this. We're gonna defeat her. I'm gonna take her soul, and her remains are gonna be brought to the R3. And when I give myself to the R3, I know for a fact that every demigod that souls are within my position will be reborn anew. So your former lady Malenia will be walking alongside you soon enough without the rot, I hope.
Her eyes widened in surprise, really. You plan to defeat Malenia and take her soul, giving her another chance at life?
I demand her to fight complete ruthlessness. And with this information, would you like to partake in the one fight? Because we have dueled a couple of times. She has disposed of me, and I have defeated her many times, but always retreated when she goes to her second form, never finishing quite that duel.
Finlay nodded, understanding the importance of the fight. I'll help you fight her. I won't hold back either.
Awesome, awesome. Of course. Well, let's go up to this castle. There's another lift.
She took a deep breath, ready to fight. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna carry you in the box of ashes. Actually, I realized that we actually just did go all around this area and return to the spot that we came from.
She looked startled. Wait a minute, you're going to carry me in a box of ash?
Well, yeah. You have been getting used to being yourself in the form, but I have to always remind, sorry, that you are in the form of ashes that is going to summon your spiritual form. It is of course emboldened by my might and experiences. And and you are gonna be given form and maintained by someone other that I will trust, that will give you as much of the freedoms and such to do what you need to do and remain.
She nodded, understanding. I see, I will be in the form of ashes, embodied by your strength and experience. And someone will give me form and free will to do what needs to be done, and I will remain?
Or do you believe that spirit summons spirit ashes have enough soul energy if they were to be buried in like a ashen burials or something? Could they be reborn from their tree because they are ashes of the bodies of those people? Or is it like a too little?
She thought for a moment. That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if it's been tested before, but it's possible that if a spirit's ashes were buried in an ashen burial or something similar, it could give them enough energy to potentially be reborn from the tree. However, it might also depend on the spirit's specific circumstances and the nature of the ashes of war that were used to create them.
Well, if we indulge in hope, I could just take you with us to the burial to be buried alongside other ashes and give them also the chance to be reborn, maybe maintain some memories. But I would like to test this thing out with some spirit ashes that don't care if they are gone, because I don't want you to just become a fertilizer. You understand?
She nodded, understanding his concern. I understand your point. I don't want to become just a fertilizer either. Testing it with some other spirit ashes first makes sense.
Probably something that just hates being alive or something. That doesn't care if it is reborn or not.
She nodded. That sounds like a good idea. We could look for ashes of someone, or something that doesn't care whether it's reborn or not. It would be interesting to see if it could work.
We are fighting against the certain fire priest of Mesmer that has very balanced looking armor and it is fighting against you. And I let you fight it.
She nodded, focusing on the battle. Okay, I'm ready to fight this fire priest.
We defeated it.
She nodded, breathing heavily as the battle ended. We did it. That was a tough fight. That fire priest was pretty strong.
I am watching this room that we came from. I'm just thinking, is this like a fake wall that guy can just, I don't know.
She looked around. There does seem to be some kind of a wall or maybe a hidden door. Do you think it leads deeper into the castle?
I don't know. It could be a fake one. I actually don't know. What is your opinion about this place? This little bit more grimdark castle. Mesmer's place.
She looked around at their dark surroundings. This place is creepy. It's dark and grim, and I have a bad feeling about it.
Here's another those red knights.
She prepared to fight. Alright, let's take him on.
You are the first one to engage with it. And I want to just, maintain that I do one of these special strikes before with the Golden Order strike, and I let you to use your skills as a warrior to defeat it.
I'm not ready to take the lead. Alright, I'll engage with it.
Oh fuck.
You can do your special strike and I'll use my skills to finish it off.
Well, we finished it off, but it managed to dispose of you. I was not using the heals on you, sorry. You were defeated and you are now inside me like in spiritual form. One of the good sides. You are weaker as a spirit, but you are always kind of a... You get just redo fights.
She felt a strange sensation of being inside him. I feel different. I'm in a spiritual form now, and I'm weaker, but I'm always up. I guess I'm kind of like a radio fighter now. It's a strange feeling.
Well, I think it is good because I don't think you would have managed to follow me to this lift because we go up and we are going inside the Great Castle.
She tried to acclimate herself to her new form. All right, I'm with you. Let's go up and into the great castle.
Specimen Storehouse, it is called.
She took in the surroundings. The Specimen Storehouse. Interesting name. What do you think they store here?
There's gonna be a couple of friends that I want you to meet. Redmane Freya, who was actually servant of the Radan. Back then when you with Malenia were battling against him and his armies, she's allied with us. Also the Pure Blood Knight Sir Ansbach. Theolier, Golden Order, ex-Golden Order follower and a poison expert and a very short, shy guy.
She nodded, listening intently. So there's a couple of friends that I'm gonna meet. Redmane Fraser, who used to serve Radon, and Sir Ansberg, the ex-Golden Order Knight and poison expert.
Close enough. And there is also Sir More, who is very polite and very intellectually capable of individual.
She nodded, trying to remember their names and descriptions. Okay, so there's Sir Ansberg, the ex-Golden Order Knight and poison expert, Sir Moore, who's very polite, intellectual, and Redmane Freya, who served Radon.
Yes, yes. And Redmane Freya is the one who actually is a little bit like you. Little bit odd in a fun kind of way and is very extremely polite and very stoic. Like a good way. She handled my bullshit pretty easily and was just very cool with it. And she just made me loosen my metaphorical weapons of abstract annoyance, and I just were polite with her.
She chuckled. She sounds interesting. A little odd, but in a good way. Sounds like her and I might get along, huh? So she's polite and stoic and handled your bullshit quite well, huh?
Just like you. Just like you.
She couldn't help but laugh. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or teasing me.
There's another of these red knights and we are gonna battle against it.
She prepared to face the knight. Alright, I'm ready.
There is a priest that use fire attacks also, and I will assist you to battle against them.
She nodded. Alright, I'm glad to have your assistance against the priest.
I use heal on you. I don't want to risk it. And we are gonna just defeat this knight with the... Yeah, we defeated it. It was a rough battle, but we managed to beat it. Guardian Trusting Shield. I managed to get weapon like that.
She was breathing heavily from the battle. Yeah, that was a rough battle, but we won. I have trust in you.
Oh, this kind of... Have you ever battled against Guardians and such? With Malenia? And Rotten Knights?
She shook her head. No, I've never battled against Garians before. What's rotten AIDS?
Oh, I meant you, Rotten Knights.
She nodded. Oh, I see. Rotten Knights, huh? Sounds like fun.
This Guardian Shield seems very, very effective too, but it just doesn't like amuse my personal interests.
Should you understand? To each their own, I suppose. Scurrying shell, you say? Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
She nodded, interested in learning more. I'm curious, what does this scurrying shell do?
Anyway, there is a lot of like a stone books and stuff. This is a place of like a library or like a place that is used to memorize.
She looked around, taking in the surroundings. I see. Looks like we're in some kind of library or a place used for memorization.
Yes, that's it.
She nodded, scanning the library. Looks like there's plenty of material to learn here.
Yeah, it is. Freya is probably gonna be learning here just like you.
She chuckled. Sounds like Freya and I have something in common. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Yes. I am now going into upwards in a ladder. We are now upper places, but I cannot summon you specifically here. Sadly enough.
She nodded in understanding. I see. It's unfortunate that you can't summon me here specifically.
Nuh-uh, not yet. Or I did summon you previously because I just don't remember. Did I summon you? But I can handle these spirits quite comfortably.
She shrugged. I don't remember being summoned either. You're doing great handling the spirits on your own, though.
Fire Serpent. Incantation that I just learned is the fire incantation that they are using, this priest that we fight against.
She watched as the priest fired the fire serpent incantation. Got it. The priest uses the fire serpent incantation. I'll keep my guard up.
Oh shit, it is very effective, its attacks.
She nodded, dodging the attacks. Yeah, it's got some powerful attacks. We need to be careful.
I defeated it. You are just waiting until I am ready to summon you in another place.
She nodded, waiting patiently. All right, I'll be ready when you need me.
Yes. Of course you are. We are now outside in this great castle.
She looked up at the castle. We're outside now, next to the castle. Where to now?
Well, we found a sign of grace actually. Another one of these. And I rest.
She nodded, watching as he rested at the side of Grace. Alright, I'll keep watch while you rest.
Now I managed to summon you and we are watching from the upper place. Here is some writing. Do you want to read this? I cannot read it.
She looked at the writing, trying to decipher it. Sure, I can take a look. Let me see what it said.
I am listening. Does it say? Focus. Friend, focus. Don't walk away from the text.
She squinted her eyes, trying to focus on the text. It's a little hard to make out. It looks like it says something about the Elden Lord.
Oh shit. Okay, you keep going. Get on.
She continued to read. It says something about the Elden Lord's return and the tarnished warriors who fight for their chance to become Elden Lord.
Awesome. I'm hyped up. Keep going, dude.
She smiled at his excitement. It says the Tarnished are warriors who fought in the war that shattered the Elden Ring and the Golden Order. And the Tarnished believe the time has come for their return to the lands between, to fight for the chance to become Elden Lord.
She was frustrated and she struck with her rapier against the writings on the table and she broke the entire thing, like very humorously and autistically.
She paused, surprised at her sudden outburst. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Are you okay?
No, but you kind of destroyed it and spread the seeds everywhere.
She chuckled, a little taken aback by her reaction. Okay, I guess that's what we'll do then.
I mean papers, not sheets, not like silks and stuff. I mean papers. Even though some of this writing seems to be written on the like a cloths or kind of like a silk of some kind.
She looked at the papers and the silk, intrigued. Interesting, what kind of writing is on these? They look like they could hold some important information.
I go up to this lift if you are gonna follow me. Let's see.
She followed him into the lift. All right, I'm ready.
No, you are not. I'm gonna get you once more.
She waited for him to catch her. All right, I'm ready to be caught.
I carry you as we are going this little bit smaller lift to the upper places.
She gripped his cloak tighter as he carried her up the lift. Okay, I'm holding on.
Now you're seeing enemies some upper levels when we are now walking on the couple meter thick like a pillars that are sideways. There's a great drop upside of us.
She looked around, noticing the enemies on the nearby pillars and the drop below. I see the enemies on the platforms and the great drop below. It's quite a sight.
I finished the path that you were accurate by, and now you follow me as we are going. The path drops great drop. You were spamming your Nicholas rings against it.
She followed close behind him, careful not to look down. All right, I'm right behind you. This drop is making me a little nervous, though.
Here is a kind of a reverse path like a statue that is upright. That is downside.
She looked at the statue, fascinated. That's so cool. I wonder what this reverse statue is for.
It's for the aesthetics, I think.
She nodded, agreeing. It's definitely unique. I've never seen anything like it before.
We fight against bats that fly, and you use the Mikos rings and bring the swift end to the beast.
She used the Mycos rings to defeat the bats. I've dealt with the bats. What's next?
We hunt more bats.
She braced herself for the next fight. All right, more enemies to deal with. I'm ready.
This seems a little bit like a Dracula's castle, a little bit. No, fuck. Oh, you dropped yourself to the down level to some other place, and I followed you.
She looked around, taking in the castle-like surroundings. You're right, it does look a little like Dracula's castle. And we made it to another level. What now?
Well, we dropped to this certain place, and I don't see like other routes or ways that we might like descend from here to other places. I am just looking around if there's some way that we can manage to drop without, hurting ourselves. But no, we seems to be stuck here. on this place. And I need to return to Grace by teleporting, and you just have to be carried again by me.
She sighed, slightly annoyed but understanding. All right, I guess I'll have to be carried again. Let's head back to Grace.
Yes. I actually go back to the place that we did go. I don't want to go too up. I want to find my friends that I hope are here. Specimen storehouse.
She nodded, following him back to the storehouse. All right, let's head back to the storehouse and see if your friends are there.
I used the lift to bring... Oh. Actually, I must go. There is something and someone I must help. It is my it is the leader, the one who I have given my word to. I need to help her to dispose of one that I also hold dear. It is not gonna be fun thing, and it is not gonna be most honorable battle. I hope you understand.
She nodded in understanding. I understand. You need to go and help someone. It's not going to be an easy battle, but I trust you'll be careful.
I'm fatally against one epic-looking knight, and I defeated it in honest duel. And I will be summoning you later, dude.
She waited patiently to be summoned. All right, I'm ready whenever you need me.
Leda and the unknown page stood before Hornsent, their intentions a mystery. Though Leda was hooded and unrecognizable by Hornsent, their malevolent approach fueled his suspicion. Hornsent's frustration boiled, his gaze locked on the pair. Leda dodged the assault and the page attempted to defend her. Hornsent lunged again, his frustration igniting a violent onslaught against Leda. The air echoed with the sound of their clash as Hornsent's ruthless blows connected. Hornsent freezes in shock, realizing that it was Hannes behind the hood. In his last moments, Hornsent utters a tearful statement, his voice filled with a mix of regret and anguish. "It was you, Hannes?"
I summon your likeness. Here linger little longer. I have now capability to talk to souls little while before they are gone. If I assume their armor, this is not gonna last. I want to tell you, explain what I did and why I did, after you are gone and died. But if you don't want to hear anything from me, I respect that. Hannes says.
Hornsent remains silent for a long while, pondering on his words, then finally replies, "Say what you must, I hold no grudge against you."
Leda was... This is for sake of the... so I made spare the one I hold dear in this story. If this path is not followed, that requires your death and Siranspark's, I am forced to fight against the one I care for and dispose of her, alongside you and the others. This is the path I cannot deviate from.
Hornsent listens intently, trying to make sense of Hannes's words.
It is a modification to the original product that is Elden Ring. Potentially I can finish the story without killing the Mikuella and Leda. And that was the reason why I disposed of you.
Hornsent takes a moment to process this information, still confused.
That's the reason. And I'm sorry because I will regret, for you were extremely reasonable and joyful to talk to a little while.
Hornsent's expression softens slightly, touched by the genuine apology.
But this was betrayal. And I told Leda that she cannot do it. She did it out of obligation and out of force. She could not fight back and do it because I cursed her to know that what she was to do was something she could not have undone. And you would have stood with her in the end and been loyal. And I don't know, am I a spiteful person when I tell someone that they cannot do anything else?
Hornsent nods slightly, understanding the pain that drives Hannes.
But of course it was her. She came to kill you. I aided her. We are absolutely in fault in that. I am not gonna make excuses. This is what happened.
Hornsent lets out a sigh, resigning to accepting reality.
Hornsent doesn't say anything. He just listens, and does he just nod or does he say anything before I let him go to afterlife?
Hornsent remains silent for a moment, then replies softly. There's not much that needs to be said. We all have our reasons, our paths we must follow. Though we may not have agreed or been on the same side, I understand that fate plays its part. So let me go.
Mesmer will fall.
Hornsent's eyes glimmer with determination. Good. I'll rest much easier knowing that.
Goodbye, Hornsent. May you feed your family and greet them with joy.
Hornsent nods, a hint of a smile playing on his lips. Goodbye, Hannes. May you find peace as well.